guys, welcome to the channel. 1985 Chevrolet Caprice, about 30 foot of automobile. Barn find for me about 2 years ago. Got it. Had to redo some stuff in the engine, but it drove home with fuel and a new battery. Unfortunately, the heater core is hemorrhaging. I've replaced most everything else in the coolant system: heater hoses, coolant hoses, water pump. Just stuff was dried up. All original-ish. But we're going to go in, do the heater core today. I'll give a walk around on the car because this thing is cherry. Lady driven, one owner from this town. Never really went out of this town from what I understand. So we'll get you a quick walk around and we'll get into getting that heater core ripped out. How was that for an example of a box Chevy? Cool car. Original license plate at purchase. I do know the family that owned the car. Obviously they kept it up very well until the young lady stopped driving and it just kind of sat. But very, very cool car, at least to me anyways. That window tint, interior, all original floor mats, some 80s technology there, and yeah, vacuum gauge, or economy gauge, excuse me. But all original, just a time machine. also hammered. All right, so a little bit of a stopping point. You got, come on now, zoom. Look like JB Weld on these bolts, and it is not scraping off. I can't imagine it being factory, but anyways, that's what I'm working on. You'll see me chiseling and beating and maybe breaking. So let's get back at it. All right, got that monster out. I don't know what that stuff was. Anybody knows, throw it in the comments. I'd like to have some. But I do have some foam strip that I'm going to put back down to seal everything back up, and take this opportunity to clean that disaster up. It doesn't look too bad. Original heater core still has the ground cable on it. All right. Anyways, we're going to start tearing it from here, and then I'll be cleaning up. I will get back to reassembly here probably within the next couple hours. But like I said, I'm gonna clean some stuff up, clean that case up, and go ahead and get that core swapped out. Well, had to fist fight that thing out of there. I'm not really sure who designed and placed the screws where they are, but man, you did a wonderful job. Anyways, it's out. Gonna get back to going together with it. Again, gonna clean that stuff up on the firewall. I'm gonna make it look like something. Try to make it look like it's never been apart too, but anyways, it is out. Let's go back together with it. Okay, so we got the heater core in. Word of advice, this little unit right here, plastic blend door actuator, do not take that out. What a pain to get back in any kind of shape without destroying it. But the new heater core is in it. I'm going to have to do some working around with that little deal there. That was the original hold down. I'm going to have to modify it, tweak it a little bit so it holds this one right. But we're going to get to slamming this thing back together. I've got everything cleaned up. All right, just before we put the lid back on, it's worth noting the screw that holds the fella right there obviously is a little different. There's plenty of thread in that plastic. I bent the little retainer enough to where it's not got a bunch of pressure on that, but I mean, it's not going anywhere. So I got some strip insulation here. Not really sure where I got it from, but anyways, it seems to be working really well, sticking down good. Went across all the edges where the butyl was. I didn't want to use that dum-dum just because it's nasty as all get out, but regardless, should seal up pretty good. Missing a bolt. So there's those clamps. It's a Gates power grip. I do like those. One-time use. Heat them up with a heat gun, get them taut, and then the engine heat actually keeps them I guess at a expectable tightness, so to speak. God, that thing fires up good. She's up to temperature. I do have a 160 thermostat in it. Heat works good. No fog on the windshield, anything like that. Pretty clean under the hood. But everything went back together pretty decent. I'm not mad at it. It wasn't a bad job. I made it harder than it needed to be. Just what I do. Guys, everything's done on the car right now. Got a couple other things we're gonna do pretty quick, maybe even this week. We're gonna do some 96 SS Impala springs on it. I've got a set that are brand new. Supposed to drop it a little bit, maybe an inch. I'll take it. I'm not gonna cut the springs. Gonna probably put a set of shocks on it too. Just, man, I hit a bump in it 2 miles and it felt like it was still floating. So I'm gonna try to stiffen it up, you know, see what she does. But anyways, guys, I appreciate you watching. If you don't mind, give it a like, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever. You know, any kind of help, any kind of insight to future videos. Anything you guys would like to see done to the Caprice here, just let me know. We'll figure out what we can do. I'm not LS swapping it, so that's out. But we'll do something. Just let me know in the comments what you want to do to move forward on this one outside of the springs, and see if we can make it happen. Thanks.